Hey survivors, ready to test your limits in the harshest worlds out there? Today, we're diving into the 10 new best survival games that will push your skills, challenge your instincts, and keep you on the edge of your seat. From brutal open-world adventures to intense resource management, these games will throw you into unforgiving environments where only the strongest make it out alive. So grab your gear, stay alert, and let's jump into the ultimate test of survival. Sons of the Forest is an intense open-world survival horror game that throws you into a mysterious island filled with dangers lurking at every corner. As a survivor searching for a missing billionaire, you must gather resources, craft tools, and build shelters to withstand the harsh environment. But the real threat comes from the terrifying mutant creatures that roam the land, each with unpredictable behavior and deadly instincts. With a realistic day-night cycle, dynamic weather, and advanced AI-driven enemies, every decision you make can mean the difference between life and death. Whether you choose to play solo or in co-op with friends, survival requires strategy, resourcefulness, and combat skills. Featuring stunning graphics, an immersive open world, and deep crafting mechanics, Sons of the Forest takes survival horror to the next level, making it a must-play for fans of the genre. Are you ready to face the horrors that await? PALWORLD is a unique open-world survival game that blends creature collection with intense survival mechanics. Set in a vast and mysterious world, you must capture and befriend creatures known as PALs to help you fight, farm, build, and even craft weapons. Unlike traditional monster-catching games, PALWORLD introduces a darker survival element, forcing players to manage food, resources, and even put their pals to work in factories or on the battlefield. You can explore dangerous biomes, battle ruthless poachers, and uncover the secrets of this strange world, all while ensuring your survival. Whether you choose to play solo or team up with friends in multiplayer, PALWORLD offers a fresh survival experience with deep crafting, base building, and combat mechanics. Will you treat your pals with care, or push them to their limits for ultimate power? The choice is yours in this wild and unpredictable survival adventure. Alan Wake 2 is a psychological survival horror game that plunges players into a dark and twisted nightmare. As famed writer Alan Wake, trapped in an eerie alternate reality, you must uncover the truth behind a supernatural mystery while battling horrifying entities from the shadows. The game introduces intense survival mechanics, forcing you to manage limited resources, solve intricate puzzles, and use light as your most powerful weapon against the encroaching darkness. With a gripping narrative, haunting atmosphere, and cinematic storytelling, Alan Wake 2 delivers a mind-bending experience that keeps you on edge. Featuring stunning visuals, dynamic horror elements, and a chilling open-world environment, every step you take is filled with tension and dread. Whether you're exploring alone or piecing together cryptic clues, survival depends on your ability to distinguish reality from illusion. Prepare for a psychological horror journey like no other. Alan Wake 2 will make you question what's real and what's just a nightmare. Once Human is a post-apocalyptic survival game set in a world ravaged by a mysterious alien substance called Stardust. As one of the few survivors, you must navigate a hostile open world filled with grotesque mutants, rival factions, and environmental hazards. The game blends survival mechanics with deep RPG elements, allowing you to craft weapons, build bases, and form alliances to withstand the chaos. The real challenge lies in managing your sanity, as exposure to Stardust can either grant supernatural abilities or drive you to madness. With a rich multiplayer experience, you can team up with others or fight for dominance in a lawless world. Featuring stunning visuals, intense combat, and a gripping storyline, Once Human offers a fresh take on survival horror. If you're ready to explore a world where every decision matters, then prepare to face the unknown and fight for your humanity. STALKER 2, Heart of Chernobyl is a brutal open-world survival horror game set in the radioactive wasteland of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. As a lone stalker, you must navigate this deadly environment, scavenging for supplies, battling mutated creatures, and surviving the ever-present anomalies that warp reality itself. The zone is more dangerous than ever, with unpredictable AI, dynamic weather, and a deep survival system that forces you to manage hunger, radiation, and resources. Every decision you make, shapes your fate as multiple factions fight for control, and uncovering the zone's darkest secrets could lead to unimaginable consequences. With stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, an immersive atmosphere, and intense gunplay, Stalker 2 redefines the survival horror experience. Whether you explore alone or engage in faction warfare, the zone is unforgiving. Only the strongest will survive. Are you ready to face its horrors? Enshrouded is a gripping open-world survival RPG set in a mystical land consumed by a deadly fog known as the Shroud. As the last hope of humanity, you awaken as a Flameborn, tasked with reclaiming the world from the corruption that has turned creatures into monstrous abominations. With breathtaking visuals, rich exploration, and rewarding progression, Enshrouded delivers an immersive survival experience like no other. If you love action-packed survival games with deep lore and world-building, this game is a must-play in 2025. Survival means gathering resources, crafting weapons, and building shelters while exploring vast biomes filled with secrets, dungeons, and hidden lore. The game features deep combat mechanics, allowing you to master melee, ranged, and magical abilities against the horrors lurking in the fog. Whether playing solo or in co-op with friends, teamwork is essential to uncovering lost knowledge and pushing back the darkness. V-Rising is an open-world survival RPG where you rise as a newly awakened vampire, striving to reclaim your power in a dark and dangerous world. To survive, you must hunt for blood, craft powerful weapons, and build your own gothic castle, while avoiding the deadly sunlight that can burn you to ashes. The game blends survival mechanics with fast-paced action combat, allowing you to wield dark magic, battle mythical creatures, and conquer human settlements. Whether you play solo or team up with other vampires in multiplayer, strategic alliances and ruthless combat define your path to dominance. With deep progression systems, dynamic world events, and intense PvE and PvP encounters, V-Rising offers a fresh take on the survival genre. Will you become the most feared vampire lord, or will the hunters and rival clans bring your reign to an end? The night is yours. Embrace the darkness and rise to power. FROSTPUNK 2 is a brutal survival city-building game set in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world where humanity fights against the unforgiving cold. Taking place 30 years after the original game, you now lead a growing metropolis struggling to survive in an ice-covered wasteland. With coal running scarce, the city turns to oil as its new lifeline, but political tensions, moral dilemmas, and the harsh environment make survival harder than ever. As the leader, your choices shape the fate of the city. Will you rule with compassion or enforce strict laws for efficiency? Balancing resources, managing citizens' demands, and tackling internal conflicts are just as crucial as fighting against the freezing temperatures. With deeper mechanics, expanded city-building options, and a gripping narrative, FROSTPUNK 2 pushes survival strategy to the next level. If you love intense decision-making and challenging survival mechanics, this game is a must-play in 2025. ABIOTIC Factor is a multiplayer survival game set in a secret underground research facility overrun by terrifying anomalies and rogue experiments. As a scientist trapped inside, you must work with or against other players to craft weapons, build defenses, and uncover the mysteries of the facility, while avoiding deadly threats. With its engaging sandbox gameplay, dynamic AI, and deep crafting system, ABIOTIC Factor offers a fresh take on the survival genre. Whether you play solo or with friends, the constant tension and eerie atmosphere make this an unforgettable survival experience. Are you ready to escape the nightmare? The game blends classic survival mechanics with immersive sci-fi horror, where you'll scavenge for resources, manage limited supplies, and face unpredictable creatures that defy the laws of nature. Strategic cooperation is key. Whether you're barricading rooms, setting traps, or fighting off mutated horrors, every decision impacts your survival. The game blends classic survival mechanics with immersive sci-fi horror, where you'll scavenge for resources, manage limited supplies, and face unpredictable creatures that defy the laws of nature. Strategic cooperation is key. Whether you're barricading rooms, setting traps, or fighting off mutated horrors, every decision impacts your survival. Pacific Drive is a unique first-person driving survival game where your only companion is your station wagon. Set in a supernatural version of the Pacific Northwest, you must navigate the mysterious Olympic exclusion zone, where strange anomalies, unpredictable storms, and hidden dangers lurk at every turn. Your car isn't just transportation, it's your lifeline. Scavenge resources, craft upgrades, and reinforce your vehicle to survive the harsh environment. The zone is ever-changing, with shifting landscapes, bizarre phenomena, and the looming threat of devastating zone storms. Staying on the move is your only chance of survival. As you explore, uncover the secrets left behind by the mysterious ARDO organization and piece together the truth behind the zone's strange occurrences. With a haunting atmosphere, dynamic gameplay, and a gripping mystery, Pacific Drive offers a thrilling blend of survival and driving unlike anything else. Do you have what it takes to outrun the storm? That's a wrap, survivors. These 10 games will test your endurance, strategy, and survival instincts like never before. Whether you're braving the wilderness, fighting off enemies, or managing scarce resources, each challenge will push you to the limit. Which game are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the best survival games out there. Stay sharp, stay alive, and we'll see you in the next adventure.